Now, he will be speaking of revolutionizing the photography business and advanced technology. You're welcome, sir. Mr. Kola, how has technology revolutionized the photography field?
Okay, thank you, everyone. Good morning once again. I want to appreciate our previous panelists that have spoken before me. And I want to start from, I would want to say something very different from what you've said so far. Let's start from the definition of photography. What is photography? Photography is the art, science, right? Of what? Of recording images with the help of light, right? So let's talk about the artistic side of photography. Since it's art, right? So the first question, I want to make it very interactive. I'll be reacting to you and you'll be responding if you have the answer. Do you actually think art has advanced? I'm asking the audience now. Do you think art has advanced through the years? Okay, I just need someone to respond to me. I'm sorry for doing it this way. I think I'm more of a teacher than... I don't like talking for a very long time. All right, so let me just... Why do you think it has advanced?
In the ancient time, painting art has to be done in a paper. But now, I think they are doing it in tab. That's one of the advancements.
All right, thank you. Okay, let me just respond to that. Printing has to do with both art and science. Hope you know that. I'm talking about art now, to be specific. Art, not art and science. Do you get it? Okay, any other person? Yes.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
As he said, in the times past, people used more of sketch pads and notepads. But today, there are technology that allow art to be done faster. For example, artificial intelligence. I know we are all conversant with the current trend of AI. People are using artificial intelligence to create art in seconds. So that is why I believe that art is advancing. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Just one more person. One more person. Another person. Okay, let me just take it up from there. Firstly, we must understand that what makes photography art is the artistic side of photography. Yes or no? So when you're talking about artistic side of photography, you're talking about color. Color is artistic in nature. You're talking about lights. You're talking about creativity. You're talking about ideas. So when you want to ask now, has creativity really advanced? Talking about what has been in existence in 20 years down the line, has really advanced at this present moment. If the answer is yes, that means that you also have to advance in the way you think, in the way you are creative. And why would that happen? This is it. What makes you advance creatively is where you have been to. If you have been in the village all your life, you are not going to be exposed to things that happen in the city. Yes or no? So the more you go from place to place, the more you see things, the more you are aware of things around you. There were times you started having COVID-19 people with face mask, and you are thinking, what can I do with the mask? Some other person will see the mask and just say, why are you covering your nose? I can't take a picture of you. Please take off your mask and let me take it. And you are thinking, what can I do with this mask? How can I bring up ideas? If you are doing that, you are advancing artistically. If you are looking at billboards and you are mindful of the arrangement of how they position things there, every other person will just walk past that billboard and will not be conscious of how it is arranged. Yes or no? So you are now thinking, what can I do differently? This is billboard of Coca-Cola. How many colors are there? How do they put up the right tops? What are they not getting right? Now, if I were to do this, what will I put in place to make it better? You're not just working like every other person. You are thinking of how you can enhance your words, creativity. You are mindful of color. You are seeing light. Okay, where is this light coming from? How many sources of light do I have in this environment? That boosts your creativity as an individual. So we're talking about how you can advance as a business person, as a photographer. It's talking about how you can increase your artistic side of photography. That's number one. The other one is scientific side, which is science and technology. That is what is obvious to everybody. You are sure that science had advanced, yes or no? We used to have analog cameras back then. Now we have digital cameras. How can you advance with technology? How can you move from what you used to have in your studio to modern days technology? So many of us could still have our olden days lights. Studio lights, strobes with us. And we are now aware that there are new strobes. We are now aware that there are new modifiers. Now you have your olden days softbox and you are shooting everybody. Now you need to be aware that by studying, by going to the market to know what is available, you don't discover, okay, we have parabolic softbox, we have modern ones, we have beauty dish. So if you want to advance in the area of business, you must not just say business. There is more to business photography than just business in itself. The artistic side must be conscious of it. What is happening to the scientific side of photography? You have to be aware of it. Okay, how can I get a better lens? What lens will give me a better result? You are hiring somebody up there that has all the lenses, and you have only your lens that comes with the camera and want to achieve everything he has done. So you are looking at a picture and say, why is the background this blurry and my own is not blurry? Why is this person make so much sales and I'm not making sales? The matter is that the equipment you have not really stepped up. You have not really advanced. So, in fact, there was a year I sold a camera back then, my first camera, to a photographer. I bought that camera used. When I say used, I mean overused. That was my first camera, D40, digital. When I got it, there was no write-up on the button. It was so blank that I had to press this button. What's it used for? After I used it for like 2-3 years, I sold it to a guy, and the guy was using it. I saw this guy after 10 years, and he told me, UK, that camera, they serve me where? I see the user. I was just wondering, do you make money? Say, they shoot my local government, and he makes money on a daily basis. He has used and overused that the camera is praying, God, let me not fall into this and ever in my life again. What are we talking about? Of course, it could be serving him, but it's not advancing scientifically. You must think of, how do I save up money to change my camera? Don't wait until it's 40 and feel like, okay, it's not working again. So, when we're talking about advancement, technological advancement, it's something that will happen that you're looking at people up there. It should happen within you. It should start with you. What do I need to change? How do I save up money to get new equipment? What can I do better? Now, technology will help you to get better results. It will help you to think differently. It will help you to do less work. Now, I'm not talking about the third part which you are not conscious of, and that is the business side of photography. Most of us are not aware of business. Business is not a playground. Let me ask you this question. What do you think sustains business? And I will give you options. Your clients, your competitors, profits, your creativity and ideas, or your equipment. What do you think will sustain your business out of all these things I've mentioned? Anybody? I'm sorry for asking you a question. I've told you before. I want to make it interactive. Yeah, yes, sir. Okay. Please use the mic so that we can...
Your creativity is make your business to grow.
All right. Okay, another person, creativity. What sustains business? I will give you the options again. Your ideas and creativity, your equipment, your customer, your clients, your competitors. Yes.
Okay, your clients and your creativity. Because when you have a client and you keep giving them the same thing all over and over again, you tend to lose them to your competitors. But when you can satisfy them, give them new ideas, give them new creativity every time they come to you, they keep coming back to you because they know that every time they come, they get something new from you.
Okay, another person with a different answer. Yes, sir. Yes, madam.
Good morning, everyone. Firstly, I go for the idea. The way you create, you bring up your idea. The second one is your creativity. And the third one is your client. When you have a good idea, join it with your whatever you are creating. At least your clients will be able to go up with you.
Okay, so before I go to the next person, what sustains business the most? They all sustain business, right? Yes. Profits, client, creativity, and all of that. Just choose one. Don't give me the table. Yeah, one more person.
Yeah. I believe one of the things that sustains the business is your competitors.
Competitors. Why do you say that?
Because if you are not competing with them, you won't be. Your clients might get them impressive than your own job. Yeah, your clients can move on to them and get something more creative than you.
Yeah, that one more, last person at the back.
Good day, everybody. For me, I'm going to be seeing this from a different perspective. It's good to be creative, but business, there's an art behind business. There are certain people that they are not as creative as you are, but they are smart with their profit. And creativity does not sustain business. It can only help you while you grow the business. But the business side of anything you do sustain what you are doing. For me, you can be creative and be very broke. And you can understand business and be stinkingly rich. So that's my own point of view.
What's your answer now?
Profit.
Profit.
Sure.
Okay, let's stop there. Please, I had to ask this question because we're in the midst of photographers, right? And we are not shooting for shooting sake, we are shooting to make money, right? How much is the cost of fuel now? How about dollar rates? So we are supposed to be aware of business, right? So that is the definition, that's the part of the definition you not see in the definition of photography. You will see is the art and science of what? Recording picture with the help of light, right? But they won't mention is the business. Now, because we are business people, if you fail in answering that question, you will only be a creative idiot or poor person. What sustains business is not creativity. Are we together, please? What sustains business is not your marketing skills. It is not your competitors. It is not about how much equipment you have. What sustains your business is profit. You can be a creative, poor photographer. I mean, you can be shooting like the best person in Africa and be stinkingly what? Say it. Poor. And you have all the equipment, and that is why you want to jackpot. You end up selling equipment to people that want to expand their businesses and want to make all the money. So the more all of you leave us alone here and you want to travel out and relocate, the more we make money. Please, I want you to go and leave us alone. When you want to sell your equipment, sell to me, I will buy it. So what sustains business is profit. When your business is not making profit, you are a complete failure. So when saying how do you advance your business, you must think of how to make profits. All your technological advancements and your artistic, whatever you have artistically, must be able to put food on your table. You must learn to expand your business. So how do you advance as a business person? You must think of how to make more money. You must think of what to do to make money. You must think of what to do, how to go about it. Now, let me say this as I round up. Listen, when you're not thinking of what to do to make money, you are not a business person. You are just a creative. That is why you always compete with people. I want to be like this person. I want to shoot like him. You end up shooting like him. You will not get his kind of clients. Why? Because you are not thinking of how to convert that to a business that will make money for you. So, how can you make money? By thinking out of the box. Everybody is shooting events. You want to shoot events the way they shoot. You must shoot differently. You must think differently. You must go into other things that will make you make more money so that you can enrich yourself photographically. Thank you.
Well, can we put a round of applause for Mr. Adekola? This has been a very wonderful section. We are still coming back to you, sir.